Hey guys, we're back. This is Gugu.
And Londi.
And of course, we're back with another kids natural hairstyle. This one is Alicia Keys inspired. It was all over YouTube and Instagram, so we decided to give it a try for ourselves. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to make sure that you get notifications every time we upload. And if you want to follow us on these listed social media platforms, then give this video a big thumbs up. And we started off on this 2-day-old wash hair, which was stretched out using the braiding method. I sectioned the hair right after I washed it to make it easier for the next style. And what I did with the parts, I just parted it once from ear to ear, and then with the front section I just parted that in half down the middle. And now what I'm doing is I'm just parting it in lines. It's going to be 3 lines in total when I'm done, going from the middle of her head towards her ear. And since this hair was dry, I just sprayed some water in it, and now I'm adding my olive oil and essential oil mix to her scalp and to her ends. And lastly, we're going to be adding this eco curl and styling cocktail to the bases of her hair, just like so. And then we're going to brush that all in, and once it's all brushed in, we're going to go ahead and start sectioning it. With that section in the front that I'm working on, I'm going to part it 3 times. And this is the first part. And once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and brush it up. And once it's brushed up, I'm just going to add my rubber band. And I'm going to repeat the same method 3 more times, going down that section towards the ear. And once you have your last rubber band inserted in that section, you're going to go ahead and start detangling from the top. Then we're going to twist the hair just like so. Then we're going to join it together with the next piece of hair, and then we're going to put a rubber band on it, start twisting that hair, and then connect it to the last piece of hanging hair that's towards the ear. Then we're going to add a rubber band one more time, and then that section will be done. And now we're going to part the next section of hair into another line going towards the ear from the top. And then we're going to repeat the same steps that we just did on the first line on that second line. Just add the oil, and then we're going to spray it wet, of course. Add some eco curl and styling cocktail, brush that in, and then we're going to start parting it, and we're going to make the parts adjacent or just the same size as the ones in the front, and we're going to use the ones in the front as a guide for the back lines or for the next lines on the next section. And just like that, we're just lining it straight up with the front line, and that's pretty much it. We're going to continue that all the way until we do the third line on the third section of hair that we sectioned off. And like you saw in some areas, I just add a little more eco curl and styling cocktail just to make sure that it's gonna hold good. And this is how it looks with the first 2 lines done, and then this is how it looks with all the 3 lines done, going down the middle, or rather going down from the middle. And now what I'm doing with those other sections, since they got a little dry, it's just rewritten them with some water, and then I'm gonna join them together. And what I'm doing is just twisting it kind of, or doing like an under twist with the next section instead of using rubber bands. Then I'm just going to twist them all together, and I'm just going to add the rubber band to the very last piece, or to the very last line once all the hair is connected. And we're going to repeat the same steps or same method on the other side of her hair and just duplicate it like we just did on this side. And this is how it looks with both sides done. And now we're just going to tackle the back. I just took that braid down, detangled as best as I can, and then we're going to part that hair down the middle, going all the way to the back. I went ahead and did the other braid or the other side off of camera, and this is how it looked when it was done. So we're just going to duplicate the side I'm doing right with that one, and I did end up adding some knickle and hair on the hair just for length. Then after I add all my products and detangle, we're going to start sectioning that part and the first part at the very middle has to look like a triangle, so it's gonna just be slightly slanted and it's gonna look like a triangle. So make sure that it looks like a triangle because it's gonna start small, and then the braid or the elastic braid, because I'm not doing a real braid, is gonna get bigger. Then I'm gonna add my rubber band to that hair, and then I'm gonna section the next piece of hair just like that, slanted too, and then I'm gonna brush that piece of hair up. Then I'm gonna add my rubber band to that piece of hair too. Now next we're gonna section the third piece of hair, brush that up, put the rubber band in it, and then we're gonna take half of that hair that's from the front that was loose, and then we're gonna connect it to that third piece of hair. So we're gonna add yet another rubber band in it, and then that's it. And then we're gonna go ahead and section the fourth section, brush that in, put a rubber band on it, and then we're gonna connect the last piece of hanging hair, or the other half from the front, to the fourth section of hair. And now with that last section of hair, we're going to go ahead and just put a rubber band on it too, and then that's going to be all done until the next step. And I had 5 sections in total at the back, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it may be different with whoever's hair you're doing. They might have a bigger head, a little more hair, but I had 5 sections in total. Now with the very first section, what I did is I just split that in half, skipped the first section, and then connected the hair on the third section with the rubber band. So I split the first hair in half, skipped one section, and connected it to the third, and I hope you understand that. And with the second section, I'm gonna split that in half, skip the one right after it, and connect it to the one below that one. Can't explain it anymore, but we're gonna skip one and connect to one, split in half, skip one, and connect to the other one. And that's just how I did my elastic braid. And now if you can braid to the scalp, just go ahead and braid to the scalp right here. But if you can't, just go ahead and do this, or just do the simple plaits that I usually do. So I'm just gonna show y'all, split one, connect to the next one, and then once I get to that one, since the last section of hair was so thin, I just went ahead and started braiding the hair. And then I'm gonna go ahead and swoop the last piece of hair in with that one to just connect it just like that, and I'm just gonna pull it through, and then I'm just gonna braid all the way to the bottom, or just braid a little bit, and then I'm gonna start adding my connect line hair. And I added the connect line hair because I wanted the hair to have a little length to it, so that when I accessorize it would look cute. Not because she needed it, but just because I wanted to do that for her accessories to look cute. And her hair is pretty long, and I would say this connect line hair added about 2 inches or 3 to her own hair, because you'll see where her hair ends or stops by the product. So where you don't see white anymore, you'll just see that that's the end of her hair. You're just gonna connect the hair. I'm just laying it along that braid as I braid to connect it. And then I'm just gonna make it as long as the first piece of hair on the other side. Then I'm gonna put a rubber band on it. Then I'm gonna cut that hair, and then I'm gonna make like I know what I'm doing and just start feathering that hair, so we have like a feathered effect or an uneven effect to look a little cute. And then this is how it looked with both sides done. And by the way, this is at night. It's always Saturday night 9 times out of 10. So it was Saturday night, and then we were going to accessorize with these hair jewels. And then we got this embroidery something. I'm not sure what this thing is called, but I got it from Michael's by the fabric side, and that's what we did along the braid going down. And if you would like me to show you how I did that, I will do that in a separate video, because I don't have that footage on here, but it's pretty simple. And this was the next day in the morning, of course. And if you know me, I'm always running late, so I didn't have time to show you how I did all these jewels, but I just connected them to everywhere where the rubber band was, or to everywhere where the section was connecting. And then I added that string, I'll just call it string, to the back, and I just crisscrossed it like you would tie a shoelace. And there we have it, the final product with goofy stick neck Londi. She looked like she had a crook in her neck, and I don't know why. And here are the final products, and I hope you understood and liked this tutorial. If you have any questions, please ask them below. I'm always free to answer any questions. And shout out to my brother-in-law Maurice Pearl for this awesome music. This song is called Be With Me and can be found on iTunes. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Thisisgugu, and feel free to share this video.